What is up, everybody? This is Binx with the BFGC, and today we are going to play one of the greatest games of all time, Megaman 2. Now, I'm playing it on my Wii U, actually, my Wii inside of the Wii U. I don't know, it's all weird. Anyway, this is my second favorite game of all time. My first being Super Mario 3. I'll let you guys read this. So, video game stories back in 1988 were not like stories we get today. I kind of liked it better that way, sometimes. This game is just awesome in every way. Alright, so you can play normal or difficult. I'm just going to play on normal because I want to try to get through this without dying too much. So, there's a number of people you can start with here, but the best bet is always to go with Megaman, because his weapon, Metal Blades, are very, very useful against a lot of the Robot Masters and a lot of the stages. So we'll hop right in here. I just want to mention the music in this game. Oh, it's so good. One of my favorite soundtracks, and this is one of my favorite songs, actually. So if you see Mega Man start flashing or like disappearing in some sections, that's just how the game was made back then. There's very limited memory on these kind of games. And so when certain objects on the screen would come down, like if it was in the same vicinity as another object, it might start flashing or it could disappear entirely. Fuck. Pa 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 pa! Take that, wheel dude. So we're at Metal Man already. There's a little secret with Metal Man. It's not really that cool of a secret, but if you notice, if I don't attack him right away, he will not attack me. He'll just stand there. And then when I start shooting at him, he's all like, "Get out of here, I'm gonna throw things at you." Like that. So he's pretty easy to beat with the Buster, that's why I start with him first, and because his weapon is fucking awesome. It's the most powerful weapon in, I think, all of the Mega Man games. Definitely the originals. I'm doing bad here. I can sometimes beat this guy without getting hit, but he is fucking me up. There we go. So that was Metal Man. He is now my bitch. And I took his Metal Blades from him. Now, after you beat every bad guy, there's these little sequences. You cannot skip them. It's the worst part of the game. It's not too bad when there's just one item, but sometimes you unlock 2 items, and then it gets annoying. So now we could go to a number of different of these bad or Robot Masters. I like to go with Woodman second, because, I don't know, he's pretty easy. And the Metal Blades cut his wood. So I'm going to use the metal blades throughout this entire stage and at the boss as well. If you leave those rabbits alive long enough, they'll start spitting out carrots. And the carrots do quite a bit of damage. I'm guessing they're metal carrots, maybe? In case you didn't realize, this is the metal blade here. You can shoot it in 8 different directions. It's the best. I love it. Now up here there's going to be a bird that drops an egg with a bunch of baby birds in it, and since I have low health, I can kind of farm those enemies because they're infinite. So there's a bunch of health right there. I'll show you what I mean by they're infinite. They just keep dropping, and as long as you use the metal blade, you can farm a lot of items from enemies. Look at that. Crazy. And if I kept walking there, that gorilla would have came up and just beat the shit out of me. Now there's little robot ostriches down here. And they're actually programmed to jump over you if you stand still. I'll show you what I mean, like that. So you don't try to attack them because you can't hurt them. And they'll just jump over you. Once in a while you might get kicked in the face, just like that. As I was saying it. So now we're at Woodman. He's kind of funny looking. He looks like a big kind of gorilla guy. He pounds on his chest. And he's pretty easy to beat with the metal blades. There we go. 2 down, 6 to go. So now we just got equipped with the Leaf Shield, which is very powerful against Airman. So we will go to Airman next. This is another one of my favorite songs as well. And once again, we will use the metal blades throughout this stage. Once in a while, I'll try to run through this game without getting hit. I've never actually done it, but right now I don't really care about getting hit. This is where the metal blades come in handy a lot because you can shoot upwards. And I think 3 out of the 4 cloud dudes are up above. If you wait too long, he'll start throwing all those lightning things at you, like Zeus. Farming some items. Fucking birds. There's gonna be a hidden bird up in these clouds here. Nope, just kidding. I lied. Kind of fucked that up. Oh well. There's a little glitch up here you can use to your advantage. If you go off the screen and go right back when there's an enemy on the corner, sometimes he'll disappear and you don't even have to fight him. And there's a stage in Mega Man 3 with wasps. And the wasps are kind of like this. They drop a nest and there's a bunch of babies in it and they try to kill you. Let's see if I can do the glitch here. There we go. So he just disappeared. I didn't even have to hit him. This guy too. Maybe I'll kill that guy. So we are now at Airman, and like I said before, he's very weak against Woodman's weapon, so we'll take that out. It only takes 2 hits, but you have to be patient because he throws out these whirlwinds that you can't get past. And that's it. So I think this is the first bad guy. We'll get a second item here. I think it's item number 2. And I'll use that in the next stage. See what I mean? This gets annoying as shit. It takes so long. Alright. Now we got 3 down, 5 to go. Next I go to Crashman stage. And if you've ever watched Video and Arcade Top 10 on YTV as a kid, you'll recognize this song because it's the theme song for that show. So this is another stage I use Metal Man's blades through the whole thing. Sometimes if you get knocked off these ladders, it sucks because you have to go down the ladder, go back up, so the whole thing starts over. Especially this one. This one's long. Now this is the first part I'll use item 2. It's just like a kind of like a hover skateboard jet thing. And I use it to jump over this guy and then he kills himself. It's pretty funny. Look at him. What a fucking idiot. Alright. This part kind of sucks sometimes. There's so many baby birds. Oh, look how many fucking baby birds there are. Alright, that wasn't bad. Alright. Try to eat your face off. Oh, I never do this good here. I always get hit on the ladder. I'm I'm going on record and saying that was the best I've ever done at this part. Alright. There's an extra 1-up here. Now, if I was short on weapon energy or health, I could farm these guys like I was doing with the other guys, because they just keep falling. I got full on everything though, so I'll just go fight Crashman. Now, he is very weak against Airman's weapon, and just like Airman, he only takes 2 hits, so he's pretty easy. And that was Crashman. Now, if you don't know the Robot Master order, this game can be a bit harder. But overall, I think it's probably the easiest of the original Mega Man, the original 6 Mega Man. But it's still my favorite one. There's often debates about what the best one is. It's usually between 2 and 3. A lot of people like 3 the best because it's a lot longer. You have to fight all 8 Robot Masters from Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3. And it also introduced the slide mechanic. And I don't know. I'm not going to say this game is a better game than Mega Man 3, but it's my favorite for sure. I just like playing through it. Alright, so we got Crashman. Next we'll go with Flashman. So this stage, the floor is kind of like ice. You just slip on it like that. It's hard to move around. But if you keep moving quick, it's not too bad. Now I'm just going to skip this guy. So there's some tricky platforming coming up. Hopefully I'll get by it, no problem. You definitely want to try to do that to get this E-Tank, because it will come in handy later in the game. And then you just use Crashman's weapon to blow up that wall. And we are at Flashman. Now, Flashman is a little bitch against the Metal Blades once again, so I'll probably kill him, I don't know, within a couple of seconds. He didn't even get to me. So we just unlocked the Time Stopper weapon, and that comes in handy in the next stage, which is Quick Man stage. I think it's probably the most famous Mega Man stage out of every one of the Mega Man games, and I'll show you why in a second. Ooh, we got item 3. So now we'll go to Quick Man. This stage also has pretty cool music. So I'll show you guys item number 3 right now. It just kind of moves up and down the wall. Alright. So those beams that come out through the walls, that's why this stage is so famous and so hard sometimes. Ah, I messed up there. I should have been able to go over and get those, the extra man in the E-tank. So this is the hard part. And I might have to use Flashman's weapon. Hopefully I won't. I'll try to get through it without using it. Because if you don't use it, you can save it for the boss. Oh, fuck. Alright. I'm going to try that again. I actually used to work with a guy named Laird, who challenged me to that part without using Flashman's weapon. And I did it my first try. So fuck you, Laird. Alright, we got through that part. No problem that time. Oh god, we gotta keep going. Okay, we're at Quickman. Quickman's pretty weak against just Mega Man's regular old Buster, this thing. But he's also really weak against the time stop move, and I'll show you that after I get him to about half health. Alright, so that's good enough. Now I just use this, and he's completely frozen. And his health just drains, he just dies. So that's a pretty good trick to learn. I'll get the quick boomerang. And that item is actually used to kill 2 bosses in Wily's castle. So that comes in handy a lot. Next we will do Bubble Man. Second last of the Robot Master. Z. And this is going to be another Metal Blade stage. Fucking baby frogs drive me crazy. A lot of these old NES games, they're really technical. Like you have to be very precise, and they're designed very precisely. So it can take a lot of practice to get good at these games. But once you master it, they get pretty easy. So those little black spikes on the top there, they'll kill you in one hit. So you're going to want to go to the edge of every one of these little platforms and then just jump straight up, because if you try to go diagonal, you're probably going to hit them. And then you'll die. Fucking anglerfish. Fuck. Gotta hit him in the sweet spot, which is right at the top of the bulb there. The underwater stages always confuse me, because I think the robots would just die, I think. I don't know. Oh no! That E-tank kind of fucked me up there. I couldn't jump because I got it. I'm pretty pissed about that, to be honest. Now, you don't have to re-kill those little anglerfish. They just disappear. But I will have to kill those frogs again. Alright. I'm gonna make sure I'm full. Okay, I got full tanks on both. Okay, I'll pick that up. There. Now, Bubbleman is also very weak against the metal blades, so he's pretty easy. And you make quick work of him, and he's done. Now we're on to the last Robot Master. And I always save him for last. So we just got the bubble lead. I've heard people say bubble lead. I don't know why they would say that. It's dumb. It's obviously lead. Look at him. He's gray and stuff. Alright, so we're at Heatman. And he has one of my favorite designs. He's kind of funny looking. It's just a giant Zippo lighter. No, why did I just do that? Fuck. So that was a waste of that. I tried to do Metal Blade. I pressed the button too quick. Stupid mistakes. As far as I know, the quick blade, or quick boomerang, is the only thing that can kill these guys on the floor. Fuck. I have bad timing at this part. Oh, I got it first try. I'm excited. So there's a lot of disappearing blocks here, but I kind of just skip past them. Jump up here, use item 2, and surf across. Don't try to get that one up. It's a trap. Alright, we're gonna be at Heatman any second. And I'll take out the bubble lead. And he is very easy with this weapon. Takes 3 hits. And that was Heatman. Now, I'm pretty sure the first time I played this game, I thought that was it. I thought I beat the game. But that's only half of the game. There's a whole lot more. Ooh, item number 1. Item number 1 is a hovering platform that slowly raises up. And I'll be using that in Wily's castle very soon. Here's Wily in his spaceship with his signature eyebrow twitch. Oh, we're going to get to hear the very well-known Mega Man 2 theme song. There it is. So right off the bat, we're back to the metal blades. And those fucking birds. I just noticed that I only have 2 lives. I usually have a lot more at this point. I know I died twice, but still, I haven't been getting a lot of lives. I should probably farm some. Ah, speak of the devil. So that's item number 1, as you saw there, it just kind of floats up. This part kind of sucks sometimes. There we go. Now the difference between Wily's Castle stages and the first 8 Robot Master stages is that after you finish a stage, the Robot Master ones, all of your weapons and items would refill. That does not happen in Wily's Castle. So you have to be very cautious of what you're using, and if you see an E-tank or a weapon tank, you have to pick the right weapon to refill it. Like I just did there. Now this part can be, it's one of the more difficult parts of the game. You have to use item number 1, and you have to use it very quickly and very well. Ah. So what I have to do here is I gotta get 3 platforms across this way up to that ladder before they reach the top. Fuck. Alright. Ah, wasn't good enough. You basically have to jump right to the very edge of each one as quick as you can. Oh my god. Whew, thank fuck. So this is one of the coolest bosses, I think. And this is the first boss that you have to use the quick boomerangs for. You don't want to slow down at this part at all, because he will just appear and kill you instantly if he touches you. Now when you get here, you want to go right to the top and just start spamming the button. And if he hits you, you'll just fall onto the other block. And he dies pretty quick with the boomerang. Alright, on to stage 2 of Wily's Castle. Okay, what do I have? Ooh, low on both of these. I think I'll fill item number 1 first. If I had enough time there, I would have switched to item number 3, which I'm going to now. Fill that up and then take 2 out right away. Now there's 2 ladders here. You want to take the second one. Always take the second ladder. And you get an E-Tank. You get a 1-up. And you get to refill your item number 2 almost full. I always let go of the ladder and hold in right. Nope. Hold in right here. Because there's spikes here. And you will die. And now if I take out the metal blade, I can farm these little drills and hopefully get some 1-ups. Not looking good. I've actually had some playthroughs of this game and I've gotten like 3, maybe 4 1-ups in this part. It doesn't look like I'm going to get any here. Nothing. Oh well, 5 men is way more than enough to get me through this last part of the game. Fuck. Ah. So I'm definitely going to need to use one of my E-Tanks at this boss, because I have very low health right now. Oh, I don't have to. Fuck you, weird box things. On to stage 3 of Wily's Castle. Okay, so there's 2 E-Tanks down here. I'm going to use one for metal blades. And one for item 3, I guess. I keep calling these things E-Tanks. They're not E-Tanks, but I'm probably going to keep calling them that. So that's another infamous stage. There's a very difficult part coming up. And it involves a lot of those black spikes. Oh, sometimes a gray fish jumps out of there. There should be one on this side too, though. Oh, there he is. So this is the shitty fucking part. I hate it. Let's see if we can do it. Nope. This is actually a really bad playthrough. I've done a lot of playthroughs where I don't die at all. I don't lose any lives. And I finished the game with like 12 or 15 lives. This time, however, not the case. Oh, that was so close. Okay, we're at the boss here, and this is the second boss. Use Quick Boomerang, and in Mega Man 1 there's a boss, and his name is Gutsman, and his power is basically like rocks, and it looks like they remade him in this into a giant tank, so that is Guts' tank right there. There's a secret here. You jump onto his platform, and he dies very quickly. Alright, we're at the second last level of the castle. And to be completely honest, this is my least favorite stage and my least favorite boss in the entire game. I hopefully won't need that one up, but I'm going to get it just in case. So there's holes in these floors here, like that. So you'll fall through, but if you jump right away and then jump right to the ladder, you're alright. This second part, however, there's spikes and you'll die instantly, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to surf on over. Now that's an actual E-tank up there, so I'm going to get that. I might as well just use this, because you can only have 4 at a time, and I'm going to get one right now. So this is the part of the stage that I don't really like. It's not that it's hard, it's just time consuming. I guess you can always just go like this though. Makes it a bit quicker. But you can die pretty easily if you do that. So this part you're going to need item 2 again. Jump right there, because They don't give enough room up top for Mega Man to stay on that, and you'll just fall off and die in the spikes. Now I'll make quick work of these guys. And there's a guy here, if you're low on energy on anything, like I am, you can farm some stuff from him. So I'm going to do that for item 1. Hopefully it won't take too long for him to drop something. There we go. So I need item 1 in this boss. And I also need Crash Man's weapon. And the only problem is, this is why I hate this so much, you have just enough shots to beat this guy. If you miss once, you have to start over. He doesn't move or anything, but I'll show you what I mean. So I have to destroy all of these bulbs. But you can only destroy so many barriers and so many things with the amount of shots you're given. So you have to know what you're doing. I'm going to use an E-Tank right now. I don't want to risk dying. So I have 1 shot left, 1 bulb left. Let's see if we can do this. We did it! Woohoo! So that's my least favorite boss and my least favorite level. Fuck them. Ooh, we're at the last stage. Oh, what could all those capsules be for? So if you just count those capsules, there's 8 capsules, so I just have to beat all the 8 bosses again. And we're good to go. So I had a more difficult time with Airman that time than I did the first round, but whatever. Woodman is down. I'm not even going to bother taking a Flashman's weapon there. He's pretty easy that way. Oh god. So Metal Man, there's another glitch actually. I don't know if it's a glitch or a secret, but if you hit him once with his own weapon, he dies right away. Just like that. Oh, there's a new capsule here. Alright, so I need Metal Man's weapon once again for a boss. Ooh, it's a giant spaceship. There he is. There's Dr. Wily. Oh, he's getting away. That bastard. What could this be? A secret level. I kind of like this part. There's no music. It's really ominous. So if you just keep walking and don't stop, these drops won't hit you. But if they do hit you, if you stop, they take away a lot of health. I think it must be some kind of acid or something. Okay, and this is going to be the last boss, and we need Bubble Man's weapon, of all things. Oh, what? Oh, how can he fly? 'Cause he's a fucking alien. So you just want to jump over his shots, meet him in the middle, and unleash your bubble leads. Oh, fuck that up. One more should do it. Two more? One more. There we go. Holy fuck, it was just an illusion this whole time. That Dr. Wily's pretty crazy. Look at him begging for his life. Well, that was Mega Man 2. I hope you guys liked it. It was far from perfect playthrough. I really wish I didn't die 3 times. I wish I didn't die at all, actually. But 3 times just makes it even worse. Now we get to watch the change in seasons as Mega Man walks. For no reason at all. I think I read somewhere that Mega Man originally was supposed to be called Rainbow Man or something like that because he would change colors when he absorbed the weapons. But they changed that, thank God. Actually, in Japan, he's called Rockman, and if you notice, there's a girl in the story, and her name is Roll, so it was rock and roll. It's kind of badass. And in Mega Man 7, they introduced 2 new characters named Treble and Bass, so they kind of stuck with the music theme there. If you notice here, all the bad guys were created by different people. It's because they used to hold contests, and you could submit your own enemy, your own robot master, and they would go through, and that's how they picked them. And if they had to make any minor changes, they would, but that's how they picked the majority of their robot masters. And I would love for them to do that again. I would submit like 5 if I could. Yuki-chan's Papa. There's some funny names on here. And the very last name in the special guest is funny too. I'll wait for that to come up. There he is, Fishman. Special thanks to Fishman. Thank you for playing. Presented by Capcom USA. Alright, thanks for watching. Later.